Tryna pull up to my crib, I think you really gotta
Hey guys, this is Dustrake375 here, back with another video, and today I am going to be interviewing a person that used to play on a team called PM. He used to go by the name Mr. Lemon. We're going to do a quick interview and get to know them, okay? See you guys in that. So, I heard that you used to play on a team called PM.
Indeed, yes.
I would like to know if you could tell me some of your experiences that you had on the team.
Okay. The experiences that I had on the team, they were interesting. Like, I don't know. There's nothing to describe being on a professional competitive team, you know? It was a big deal for me. Whenever I started, I wanted to become a pro in this game. And I was grateful for, like, all that. Just something that comes with being on a comp team is you would develop some kind of toxicity throughout the time, and which is the reason why I quit.
Was it more or less you being toxic, or the people who you were around that started being toxic?
It was more of the people being, I was being more of the people that were around me. They were toxic, they were
like multiple.
As your time playing for PM, what do you think, like, what were the teams that you played against?
Teams that I played against, we normally played against no cast or none of that. It would just be like a scrim so we could get our chemistry together. But if we did do a big scrim, it would be against a very good team. Yeah.
What do you think was the hardest team, you might say?
The hardest team? The hardest team we versed, it was, I think, TRM.
TRM. Alright, DK, I think you have a question.
What's your
I'll say this once and I'll say it again. How do you get beautiful long arms?
Beautiful. Hey man, I'm 6'3". I'm just tall. Why are you
So,
pointing at him?
was there anybody who you thought you really clashed with when you were on that team?
Yes.
Or
Whenever
any team you went
PM,
up against?
Whenever, like, clashed, you mean that I got along with or that I didn't?
Like, clashed and as you didn't get along with?
Yes, there was a lot.
Okay.
Mainly because a lot of people in competitive are just very, very toxic.
Because I think they get very involved in the game and then take it a little too seriously sometimes. When some things will be a genuine skill issue, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you're hacking." Grrr. Is there anybody on your time of playing that you really got along with?
Yes, actually. Someone that I got along with, he tricked us all. His name was Maru on the team, but it was actually one true monk.
One true monk?
Disguised. Yeah, whenever I was playing in a competitive team, he was the one to be argued with one of the best players of all time, if not the best player. And me and him, we would play together all the time, and he would teach me some things, and that's how I became high pro. Now
Now that you're out of the team, do you guys still keep in contact, or do you guys kind of just slowly slip away?
You see, whenever I quit, I lost contact with everybody. It's me trying to get away from it all, you know? Like, I got so toxic to the point where I just was not happy, you know? And I wanted to happy again, so I quit, stopped talking to everyone.
Yeah, and I feel like Gorilla Tag is one of those games where you're supposed to have fun, socialize, and be happy with the people around you. Creators.
He uses me for Gorilla Tag comp players.
Hey, I don't use you. Give me a hug. I just used him for a hug. See how easy it is? Alright, so, back to what I was saying. Was it normally, like, official scrims that you would do, or mostly unofficial?
I would normally do the official scrims. I was I was number 3 on PM. I was the third
Ooh.
best player. It was
Ooh.
not the second best player. Yes.
Who's
I would
that?
do the more official scrims. The number one player was obviously the one true monk, Maru.
Mhm.
He would carry us all, basically, but once he taught me some tips and gave me all that, he's a very good coach. If
What?
not the best coach.
So, what time do you think you would say you got your Oculus and decided to get Gorilla Tag?
You see, whenever I got it 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was a 14-year-old kid, and I loved watching J-Man Curly and a bunch of Gorilla Tag pros. I wanted a headset so bad so I could play Gorilla Tag and just Gorilla Tag. So as soon as I got my headset, first game I downloaded was Gorilla Tag, and I played and I had so much fun. I originally started playing on my friend's Oculus. 2 years ago, I was gonna get a PC for Christmas, and then I told them I wanted a headset.
Whenever you were first like in Gorilla Tag, who'd you look up to?
My first Gorilla Tag, like pro that I looked up to.
Yeah.
Oh, TTT Pig, obviously.
Classic.
The one
Yeah.
person that like people would say was the best player.
I
I
think Goblin's pretty
J-Man
good.
Curly.
And the
Huh?
I think Goblin and
Yeah,
Pig
Goblin.
are equal. They're really, really good. Top spots in Gorilla Tag.
Yeah, I used to look up
Yes.
to TT Pig too, but now I look up to Goblin.
I would really
Uh,
love to meet like J-Man and Elliot, and I think that's a classic thing that a kid would love to do. But in Gorilla Tag, I just feel
Yes.
like even though J-Man doesn't know who I am and I know who he is, I know that kind of sounds weird since he's a YouTuber. He doesn't know us personally, but we know him on a personal level.
So I started the TikTok along with my career in Gorilla Tag. I got to the point where I was at 16,000 followers, and I used that, and once I hit 10,000, I had this friend, his name was Punk the Monk, and me and him, we would play a lot, and he had a lot of connections to like Jerry VR and all that, and I actually have a video of Jerry VR in the background of me playing with them.
That's
and,
it.
And whenever you hit 10,000 followers on any platform, you get invited to this Gorilla Tag group, started by I think I don't remember who it was started by, but I applied for it because I got 10,000 followers.
Was it something
and they
kind of like the
declined
Finger
me.
Painter type thing?
You see, it was before the Finger Painter. It was like where a bunch of content creators could get together and make videos together.
That
No,
sounds like a pretty
all
cool
that.
place.
Yeah, I thought so too until they declined my offer to get in.
hell, bozo. Just kidding.
When you first started Gorilla Tag, did you have any like real goals in mind when you started?
Real goals. My goal was just to have fun in the game. And
Nice.
That's an
my
understandable
first
thing.
my first comp team was 2 years ago. I got into a comp team because I rapidly increased my skill a lot. I got my branching by my second month was very good. I met this one guy, me and him would play all the time together. He would I would do walls, he'd do branching, and my walls were like Apollo's whenever he was
Ooh.
around.
That's good reference because Apollo did walk away from YouTube and whatnot, and content creation, but I know what you're talking about because I've seen how he played and he was really good. So now that you are where you're at now, 2 years later, what are your current goals, or anybody who outside of TTT Pig, just like content creators in general, not just pro players, that you would want to talk to and meet?
You see, I'm kind of happy with where I'm at in my life right now. Like, once I quit Gorilla Tag, my lifetime goal was I always wanted to be a streamer, and I started streaming on TikTok slowly. This Christmas, I got a PC, I got TikTok live streaming stuff, and I started live streaming on there, and I got up to 28,000 followers on TikTok.
It's really good.
And I got
Congratulations.
a lot of loyal followers, and I'm actually moving over to Kick
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Currently, I use Twitch and YouTube.
Kick. And maybe TikTok at the same time.
Well,
Here in
if
the
you
future.
do go onto Twitch or YouTube, I'll 100% make sure to follow you. Once I'm done
I
with
do
this
have
interview, I am gonna find your YouTube channel and subscribe.
Listen,
Was there
And, like, and I
anything
know people from comp.
when it comes to like a competitive lobby or something you were learning? Was there ever a time that something just clicked in your brain and you're like, "Whoa, I'm really good at this thing. I should make it something that I often do."
Yeah. The constant amount of people saying that I was cheating in a public lobby is
What if they ban
competitive
report
code.
you?
I
what
wouldn't
if they
get
report you?
banned because I wasn't cheating.
Yeah.
And luckily enough now that private codes, people can't report you in them. So luckily that's a thing as well. So thanks for coming and spending some time to talk and have an interview. I really appreciate you being here.
I gotta get off.
But I really appreciate
get
you
off
being
when you-
here.
When you get off.
But that's probably gonna be it unless you have any questions for me. Then we might have to wrap this up. I really appreciate you being here.
Alright.
Thanks for watching. This is District 375. Signing out. Catch you guys in the next one.